Hi everyone, I am Shubham Jhanwar. We are discussing JEE Advanced 2022 Paper 1 and the question for this video is this. Considering only the principal values of the inverse trigonometric functions, the value of this expression is. So principal values of inverse trigonometric functions would mean what? That the output of cos inverse would lie in the interval 0 close to pi closed, of sine inverse would lie in the interval minus pi by 2 close to pi by 2 closed, and of tan inverse minus pi by 2 open to pi by 2 open. Yep. And input to cos inverse should lie in this interval minus 1 close to 1 close, so should the input of sine inverse lie in, and tan inverse can have any real input. Now if you see carefully, if you see this as, let's say, cos theta, so you see root 2 as base and root of 2 plus pi square as hypotenuse. So if you see carefully, this is essentially cot theta, and this essentially is what? It is 2 times sine theta cos theta, where theta is some angle in first quadrant. You may say 0 to pi by 2. Yeah, because cos theta is what? It is something positive, under root 2 by 2 plus pi square. So essentially it becomes 3 by 2 cos inverse cos theta plus 1 by 4 sine inverse sine 2 theta plus tan inverse cot theta. Now here, since theta is in this first quadrant 0 to pi by 2, cos inverse cos theta is theta only. Yeah, and tan inverse cot theta, this cot theta you may write as tan of pi by 2 minus theta, or tan inverse cot theta you may write as pi by 2 minus cot inverse cot theta. Yeah, so here you may say it is pi by 2 minus cot inverse cot theta. Makes sense? And cot inverse cot theta will turn out to be theta only. Why? Because theta is in this interval 0 open to pi by 2 open, and output of cot inverse would lie in 0 open to pi open. Yeah. And what about this 1 by 4 sine inverse sine 2 theta? If you see again carefully, you may say कि hey, tan theta is pi by root 2. I mean, cot theta is root 2 by pi, tan theta is pi by root 2. Now you may wonder, why are we considering tan theta? You can consider cot theta also or cos theta also, but tan theta is very easy to visualize in terms of angles. Yeah, let's see. So tan theta is pi by root 2. It is clearly greater than 1. Pi is 3.14 something. Yeah, root 2 is 1.4 something. Yep. So here pi by root 2 is greater than 1. So you may say theta being in first quadrant is greater than pi by 4, and of course it is less than pi by 2. So yes, theta is greater than pi by 4 and less than pi by 2. So what about 2 theta? 2 theta will lie in this interval pi by 2 open to pi open. So what about sine inverse sine 2 theta? Very simply it will be pi minus 2 theta. Yeah, because of the if sine inverse sine x is there and x lies in this interval pi by 2 open to pi open, sine inverse sine x will be pi minus x. So that's how we do it. Now here if you see carefully, 3 by 2 theta, and this essentially is theta only. So here what you get is 3 by 2 theta minus theta by 2 minus theta. So theta cancels out and what you get is pi by 4 plus pi by 2, which is essentially 3 pi by 4. Which you can calculate. It roughly turns out to be 2.36. So 2.36 is the answer, and I believe there will be a range that will be provided by the authorities. I mean, those who conducted this JEE Advanced, and even if you, in my opinion, would have given 2.37 or 2.35, your answer would have been considered correct. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned.